Welcome everyone to the Phoenix Police Department's 2024 Annual Award Ceremony, brought to you by the Phoenix Police Foundation. At this time, we ask you to please stand for the posting of the colors by the Phoenix Police Honor Guard. Please remain standing for our national anthem performed by Officer Mary Matheny.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled
Please be seated. And now, please welcome to the stage your MCs for tonight's ceremony, Assistant Chief Ed DeCastro and special guest MC, Emmy Award-winning anchor from Noticias Univision, Arizona, Heidi Renpenning.
Welcome everybody, or how we would say in my state, Chihuahua, buenas noches, bienvenidos. It is my true honor to be here with you this evening to celebrate. Many of you have come together tonight to honor this year's award recipients. So congratulations to you and your families, and remember that this is your night.
Thank you, Heidi, for joining us tonight. It's an honor to have you here today, so thank you very much. Tonight is a night about celebrating and honoring the best of the police department. And to that end, we cannot start this event without first honoring one of our bravest, our recently fallen brother, Officer Zane Coolidge. He made the ultimate sacrifice in the protection of his partner and the community on September 6th of this year. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. Before we continue, let's recognize our honored guests. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me recognize tonight Phoenix Mayor Kate Gallego, Assistant City Manager Lori Bays, and District 1 Councilwoman Ann O'Brien. Thank you.
We will also like to recognize the Phoenix Police Foundation and those sponsors whose generous contributions made this evening possible. Thank you.
And we'd like to recognize those members of the community in attendance. Your loyalty is very much appreciated, so thank you very much. And most importantly, to you, our family and friends who support us night after night as we work to come home safely after every shift. You understand when we have to leave early from dinner, or you have to readjust schedules when we call to tell you that we're going to be held over, or you just give us a hug even when you're mad at us. So thank you, and we love you.
And now just a few considerations. Award recipients, our ushers will assist you when it is your turn to move backstage. So please move quietly and quickly, please. And also, just try to not make that much noise on the back. Cell phones.
Okay, photo ops. I know everybody wants to take pictures tonight. There will be a photo backdrop available for you after the ceremony in the lobby that you can have with your families and the recipients. For those of you guys that don't know where the lobby is, the exits are this way, and this way. So if you don't get that joke, ask somebody in a uniform. They'll get it. And in case you forgot your selfie sticks, don't worry. Police cadets will be standing by to assist you helping you take photos with your phones.
Now we are excited for the children that are here tonight with us. So children, if you feel that your parents need a break, please don't hesitate and you can take them to the lobby. And then when you're ready to come back, we'll be happy to have you back here.
And although we really appreciate the theme song to Bad Boys and the SWAT movie and Law and Order's Dum Dum, please take this moment to silence your cell phones, please. Also, please refrain from flash photography. It can be distracting for us up here, so thank you very much. Tonight's ceremony will be posted to the department's YouTube channel, so you won't have to worry about filming or taking photos yourself. And then lastly, please be cautious when moving around the theater, and watch out for our personnel video equipment and cables that we have around. We don't want you guys to get hurt. But before we start, we have something that could be very special tonight. So somebody lost a set of Kia keys tonight. So before you leave, if you're freaking out because you can't find your keys, we probably have them up here. If nobody claims these, we'll be having a live auction at the end of the show. So come and get them. They'll be up here when you need them.
Okay, so it looks like we're ready to go. So we are pleased to welcome our first speaker of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Phoenix Major Kate Gallego.
Thank you, Heidi. We are so lucky to have an Emmy Award winner leading us tonight, and thank you to Chief DeCastro as well. Good evening and welcome to the 2024 Annual Phoenix Police Department Awards Ceremony. It's a special occasion where we gather to recognize and celebrate outstanding achievements, unwavering dedication, and exceptional bravery demonstrated by the men and women who serve the Phoenix Police Department. We are also so appreciative to the families who are here tonight. We know that our officers can serve more successfully because of your support, and we hope tonight will be an event you remember for a long time. It is a celebration of your service as well. I'm honored to be here tonight to be able to celebrate the many recipients this evening. On behalf of the City of Phoenix, I'd like to personally congratulate and thank the honorees for their upstanding service to our community. Tonight is a reminder that behind every badge is a story of selflessness, sacrifice, and service, and we must always celebrate the human side of law enforcement. Everyone being honored has gone above and beyond to demonstrate the true values of what the Phoenix Police Department stands for. Whether you're being honored for saving a life and making sure families could be complete, or exceptional service, thank you. We also should celebrate some of the good news from the City of Phoenix. Last November, our voters voted in a bond election, and they voted overwhelmingly to make more investments in public safety, including some much-needed love for the Cactus Park and Maryville precincts. So I think that is one of the ways our voters say thank you to the Phoenix Police Department. If you don't spend a lot of time downtown, you may see the building next to us, 100 West Washington, which was once home to Wells Fargo Bank, is being transformed into a public safety center, which will be upgraded facilities. And at the very top, we will have our dispatchers. I know for those in law enforcement, dispatchers are so key to our success, and they know they will have a better view than the mayor and the city manager. So some good news as well. Again, on behalf of all of the elected officials at the City of Phoenix, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Major. Ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker, it's a familiar one, so please give a warm welcome to Police Chief Michael Sullivan.
So Mayor Gallego, thank you for joining us tonight, and thank you for always supporting this department. Heidi, it's great to have you with us here tonight as well. And welcome to everyone here at the Orpheum and those of you watching on YouTube. We set aside this night to recognize the outstanding work of sworn and professional staff of this incredible department. Tonight is about the men and women who go above and beyond the call of duty. It's about saying thank you to those who put their lives on the line every single day to keep this community safe. the risks and dangers of this job are real. We were painfully reminded of that just a few short weeks ago. Losing one of our own in the line of duty is beyond painful. Now, I am humbled to lead the brave and selfless officers who do this job day in and day out, and many of them will be up on the stage this evening. But there's another group of heroes who will not get awards tonight, and they have my most sincere thank you. And those are the loved ones and family members who support allows these folks to do what they love doing, protecting and serving this community. Without your steadfast and support and willingness to sacrifice time away from your loved one, the work completed to earn these honors wouldn't have been possible. On behalf of the entire executive team, our organization, the City of Phoenix, we welcome you to Pride in Our Heroes Award ceremony. And I have to thank the Phoenix Police Foundation and the sponsors, because without them, tonight wouldn't occur. And thanks to all of you who support this noble profession. And congratulations to all of tonight's awards winners. Let's have a great night. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Sullivan. All right, let's get started with the show. Here to present our first award category, the COPS Volunteer Excellence Award, please welcome the Assistant Director of the Technical Services Division, Ms. Jody Wolf.
A critical part of our team are the COPS volunteers who donate their time and talents to all aspects of the department. Tonight, we recognize two very special volunteers who donated so much of their own personal time to assist the police department with our mission. COPS, C-O-P-S, stands for Citizens Offering Police Support. So much of what we do as a police department is carried out by volunteers. These outstanding citizens give of themselves to ensure that we continue to serve and protect while giving back to our community. They serve on advisory boards, on neighborhood patrols, in precincts and bureaus, and assist with very special events and programs. They are community leaders and mentors and deserve our appreciation. To those being honored tonight, sincerely and from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you. Please welcome Ms. Naylin Furness and Mr. Richard Iodice.
So let me tell you that Naylin Furness began her voluntary journey on October 3rd, 2023, so turns 1 year today. And since then, she has logged over 700 hours. Naylin is no stranger to our department, as she had a distinguished career as a police officer, and she also served as a member of our professional staff in the administrative capacity. Naylin is very meticulous and hardworking. Her dedication to our department has prompted her to take a full-time position with our crime lab. So thank you, Naylin, and keep up the great work that you're doing.
She doesn't want to be recognized, so let's clap for her again. Thank you. Richard Iodice has been volunteering since September 11th, 2009, and has since logged over 3,000 hours of volunteer time. Those who work with Richard say he is a wonderful man who is very pleasant to work with, and he is very task-oriented. There is no job he is unwilling to tackle. Richard's current assignment is at the Northern Command Center, where he assists with daily duties and fills in where needed. Thank you, Richard, for your years of service and your continued support. Thank you.
Thank you, each one of you, for the time that you have donated to the department. Individuals like you are important for the Phoenix Police Department.
Our next award category is the Medal of Life Saving. Please welcome to the stage this year's honorees.
Officer Ryan Schrank, Officer Brian Moreno, Officer Christopher Valenti, Officer Michael Ojeda, Officer Christopher Denong, Officer Jesse Williams, Officer Tracy Cousins, Detective Patrick Justice, Officer Jeremy LeBlanc, Officer David Hadlock, Officer Daniel Braidmeyer, Officer Victoria Bagley, Officer Joshua Brown, Officer Adrian Cruz, Officer Stephen Ornelas, Officer Kyle Robbins, Officer Caleb Ziegler, Detective Caitlin Carnahan, Officer Daniel Clem, Officer Sean Doyle, Officer Ali Alkarawi, Officer Austin Knott, Sergeant Julio Cardenas, Officer Justin Hopkins, Officer Christian Garcia, Officer Conrad Robertson, Officer Cody Shirley, Officer Kyle Mayer, Officer Nicholas Nesselrode, Officer Stephen Butler, Officer Gregory Headley, Officer Edward Figueroa, Officer Lane White, Officer Eric Gomez, Officer Jarrett Sleeper, Officer James Perry, Officer Marvin Castellone, Officer Matthew Swenson, Officer Richard Jarrett, Officer Joseph Kaplan, Officer Caleb Zimmerman, Officer Aaron Vaden, Sergeant Jonathan Scott, Officer Eric Boardman, Officer Nicholas Barker, Officer Joshua James, Officer Stephen Daughtry, Officer Madison Mensching, Officer Garrett Joyner, Officer Kaylee Melhiad, Officer Christopher Mulder, Officer Jacob Westra, Officer Michael Kaufman, Officer Jared Modica, Officer Noah Briggs, Officer James Ford, Officer Jeffrey Woods, Officer Matthew Richardson, Officer Anthony Beretta, Retired Officer Joel Ring, Officer Stephen Lochner, Officer Adrian Andrade, Sergeant Marie Erler, Officer Sheldon Zeglade, Reserve Officer Keith Danielson, Maricopa County Sheriff's Deputy Albert Bouchard, Deputy Sergeant Mark Lopez, Officer Ashley Irvin, Officer Abraham Camarillo, Mrs. Laura Wright.
So the Medal of Life Saving is an award to an employee or citizen for an act that results in saving or preserving a human life or lives that otherwise would have immediately expired. Each and every day, the life of a Phoenix police employee includes experiences and opportunities that impact people's lives and the community as a whole. Every recipient on stage tonight was involved in a saving or prolonging of a life. In many cases, their actions involved endangering their own life in the process. Excuse me. These heroes intervene at risk to their own personal safety in order to save people in life-threatening situations, or in some cases, from themselves. It would take all evening to share each of their stories. However, each one is incredible in their own right. In each case, the actions of these officers made a critical difference in the life of a human being in mortal danger. Their actions are in keeping with the highest standards and traditions of the Phoenix Police Department. Once again, please join me in recognizing all the recipients of the Medal of Life Saving.
ladies and gentlemen, the recipients of the Medal of Life Saving.
Well, we want to say hello to everybody out there in the Phoenix Police Department. April and I are a part of the public safety family. My husband, a retired police officer. You are a big part of the fire family. And we just want you to know that we are so grateful for what you do day in, day out. It does not go unnoticed. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, exactly what she said. We appreciate every single day what you do to protect and to serve our community and put your lives on the line. And just know that we're so grateful for what you do.
My name is George Quinneth, President of Silent Witness, joined by the Executive Committee of Silent Witness. Congratulations to all the award recipients.
We are proud of who you are, and we are proud of what you do.
Thank you.
Thank you, Phoenix Police Heroes.
Now presenting our next award category, the Medal of Merit. Please welcome to the stage Executive Assistant Chief Dennis Orender.
Thank you. The Medal of Merit is presented to an employee for an act of courage and dedication to duty during the performance of a police service that involves significant risk or danger to one's personal safety. The Certificate of Meritorious Conduct is the civilian equivalent and is awarded to those nominated by our own employees for such heroic actions. As these awards are presented, you will hear stories of heroes who took quick action to protect life and property. Our community is lucky that these honorees were in the right place at the right time and knew exactly what needed to be done. We are truly grateful and proud to honor each of them tonight with the Medal of Merit. At this time, please welcome our first honoree to the stage.
Now welcome Daniel Lozano.
It was a seemingly routine, chaotic after-school pickup time on the afternoon of September 22nd, 2022, when School Resource Officer Daniel Lozano responded to a dispute occurring at the front of his assigned high school. A woman was attempting to pick up her student. However, she was not registered on any of the paperwork permitting her to do so. The child's father arrived and the student immediately got into his car. The woman was increasingly aggravated as Officer Lozano tried to calm the situation and reach a resolution. Now enraged, the woman reached into her handbag and produced a gun. Without any hesitation, Officer Lozano tackled the woman to the ground, causing the woman to drop the gun. While talking to the woman into custody, Officer Lozano had the presence of mind to keep the students and the crowd away from the loose firearm. The woman was transported to the station, and later she was booked for endangerment and carrying a weapon on school grounds. Officer Lozano placed himself at a significant risk and danger to his own personal safety in order to control a chaotic scene with high potential of violence and serious injury. His actions are in keeping with the highest standards and traditions of the Phoenix Police Department. Officer Daniel Lozano is hereby awarded the Medal of Merit.
Okay, please welcome to the stage Officers Kaylee Malloy and Christopher Mulder. I apologize, it was Kaylee Myatt, so I apologize. Just after midnight on April 2nd, 2023, Officers Kaylee Myatt and Christopher Mulder were on patrol together in the area of 5th Street and Mojave when they saw a suspicious vehicle. The vehicle failed to stop for a stop sign, and they began to follow it to conduct a traffic stop. A short distance away, someone on the passenger side of the vehicle put their arm out of the window and fired several shots from a handgun at the officers. The officers then pursued the suspect vehicle as it fled southbound. They remained calm as they updated radio and responding backup officers of their location and the suspect's actions. With the air unit overhead, the vehicle entered an alley and the officers paralleled the suspect vehicle in the area of Rozier and Montezuma Street. The suspect slowed down and one of the occupants got out and ran to the north. The vehicle continued south and came to a stop just north of Chambers Street in the alley where two more occupants got out and ran.
In the right place at the right time, Officers Mulder and Myatt were able to intercept one of the fleeing suspects, ordering him to the ground until backup arrived. Officer Myatt moved to assist other officers who had contained another suspect to a nearby yard. After several hours, with the help of a SAW and a K9, he was eventually arrested and the scene was secured. The officers showed great restraint and calm reserve confronting fleeing suspects who had just shot at them. Their professionalism and dedication to duty, while at great risk to their own safety, are in keeping with the highest standards and tradition of the Phoenix Police Department. Officers Kaylee Myatt and Christopher Mulder are hereby awarded the Medal of Merit.
Please welcome to the stage Officer Devin Coombs.
In the early morning hours of June 3rd of 2023, Officer Devin Coombs was on an unrelated call when he heard gunshots coming from the intersection of 29th Avenue and Bell Road. Immediately after the shots were heard, he saw a man running southbound from the intersection, and without hesitation, he chased him after believing he was involved. While running after him, he could see that he was armed with a handgun. He threw it away and was soon taken into custody, but after he was detained, the suspect made a spontaneous statement that he was involved in the shooting. Officer Combs asked for help from responding officers to check the area for possible victims, and police soon found 3 victims at the bus stop on Bell Road suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. 2 of the victims did not survive their injuries, but a third one was transported to the hospital and did survive. These officer actions were immediate and decisive. They resulted in the quick apprehension of a double homicide suspect at a great personal risk. His efforts are in keeping with the greatest high standards and traditions of the Phoenix Police Department. Officer Devin Coombs is hereby awarded with the Medal of Merit.
Good job.
Hey folks, Corey McCloskey here from Fox 10. I can't tell you what an honor it is for me to be able to thank all of you on behalf of all of us here at Fox 10. And I was nominated to do so because I'm the handsomest guy here. Seriously. No, I am serious. Anyway, we appreciate your courage, and whether you're out on the street or in a precinct or back at the station house here across the street, we love that you're out there keeping all of our families safe. I could never do it. I don't have the courage, and not many people do. So thanks for all that you do, and if you wonder whether you've got support anywhere, you've got it from us, that's for sure. What? Officer who? No, don't let him in. Hey, those charges were dropped.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to introduce our next honored guest. He represents the District 6 at Phoenix City Council member and chair of the Public Safety and Justice Subcommittee. He is also a retired member of the Phoenix Police, and he's unable to join us in person tonight, but he would like to share a few words with you. So ladies and gentlemen, let's please listen out to Council Member Kevin Robinson.
Hi, I'm Kevin Robinson, City of Phoenix Councilperson in District 6. I'm also the chairperson of the Public Safety and Justice Subcommittee. I'm here by video this evening simply because I cannot be there in person. I'm traveling on city business, and I'm really sorry to miss this ceremony. It is probably one of the single most important ceremonies that we have here in the city, and specifically for the police department. Giving out 151 awards this evening, and each and every one of the awardees is to be congratulated. The work that you do, the sacrifices that you make, and your level of professionalism is truly appreciated. I also want to say a big thank you to your family members and friends and loved ones who have been there to support you all along the way. You know, none of us is successful by ourselves, and we owe a great deal of gratitude for those who support us. You know, it wasn't all that long ago that I was sitting where you're sitting now receiving an award, and I understand the emotions that you're going through. I understand everything. But I will tell you this, you're deserving. What you are doing is appreciated by each and every one of us, so I want to take this opportunity to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep up the good work. You're doing a great job. And not just the City of Phoenix, City Council, and the Mayor's Office, we all appreciate everything that each and every one of you does. So again, have a great evening, and again, congratulations on some tremendous awards that you're all receiving.
Thank you, Councilman Robinson. So now here to present our next award category, the Medal of Valor. Please welcome Assistant Chief Sean Kennedy.
Good evening. The Medal of Valor is awarded to an employee for a conspicuous act of valor during the performance of a police service that involves risk of life and knowledge of that risk. The act clearly delineates valor from other forms of courage and is above and beyond the call of duty. Each of the honorees this evening are deserving of this award. Every officer in law enforcement will encounter an array of situations in their career, each one more unique than the last. These encounters provide opportunities for the hero inside to step up and save a life or restore order to chaos. So often this happens without the officer even realizing the implications of their actions in the moment. We are here tonight to tell their stories and reflect on those qualities that deserve recognition. Please welcome our next group of honorees to the stage.
Okay, please welcome to the stage Officers Tyler Cottrell, Nicholas Kerger, Ryan Gallagher, Jason Christopher, Cody Bratton, Kayla Jonigan, Andreas Ordanza, Nathaniel Hansen, Alec Lund, Miles Goldberg, and Kevin Lucas. On the night of August 28, 2022, Phoenix Police received a call of shots fired in the area of 26th Avenue and Deer Valley Road. Officers Lund, Goldberg, Cottrell, Jonigan, Gallagher, and Lucas answered the call. They met up just west of the area prior to rolling in to plan their response while additional calls came pouring in. A man dressed in tactical gear including a ballistic vest, helmet, and what looked like a gas mask, was actively shooting at the vehicles and buildings in the area with a rifle. As the officers rolled in, they activated their lights and sirens to draw the suspect's attention away from innocent victims. They were immediately met with gunfire from the suspect that struck their vehicles. Officer Miles Goldberg was the second vehicle in the stack and suffered numerous gunshot wounds to his left shoulder. He continued driving east until he was out of range where he pulled over. His partner, Officer Tyler Cottrell, rendered aid applying a tourniquet to Ryan's upper shoulder area to stop the bleeding. Tyler jumped into the driver's seat and transported his partner to the hospital.
Kevin Lucas' patrol vehicle had been disabled by the gunfire, so Officers Lund, Jonigan, Gallagher quickly turned their vehicles around to help. Kevin's vehicle continued to take rounds, sending shrapnel and glass into his face and shoulder. And despite his injuries, Kevin was able to grab his duty rifle and returned fire at the suspect. Kevin was forced to exit his vehicle and take position of cover as the suspect continued to fire at him, striking his vehicle and the ground around him. Officers put a team together to support Kevin. Using a vehicle as a cover, Officers Hansen, Kerger, Ordanza, Braden, and Christopher and Lund walked behind the patrol car to provide lethal coverage, while Officer Kayla Jonigan exited the vehicle and helped Kevin into the vehicle. The team successfully rescued Kevin and delivered him to Phoenix Fire, who transported him to the hospital. The suspect was later found to have taken his own life. Medical staff later said that the treatment that Tyler gave to Miles was significant and notable under the circumstances. So the heroic actions of each of these officers that you are seeing to take care of the community, to serve as well as each other's, it's admirable to say at the least. Their work is in keeping with the highest standards and traditions of the Phoenix Police Department. Officers Tyler Cornrell, Nicholas Kerger, Ryan Gallagher, Jason Christopher, Cody Braden, Kayla Jonigan, Andres Ordanza, Nathaniel Hansen, and Alec Lund are hereby awarded with the Medal of Valor. And now for the serious injuries sustained in the performance of their official duties, Officers Miles Goldberg and Kevin Lucas are hereby awarded the Police Shield Award.
Outstanding work, everybody. Thank you.
Hey, it's Mike Broomhead from KTAR. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody there at Phoenix PD for not only what you do, but the way you do it. You do it the best possible ways. You're very professional. You're courteous. You represent the city well. You're doing a dangerous job, and I know you're not thanked often enough. So I hope each one of you know that the community at large serves you, and we love to be a voice for the great things that you do there at Phoenix PD. Keep up the good work.
We're proud of who you are, and we're proud of what you do.
Hi, my name is Ann Ender, and I'm president of Operation Blue Ribbon. And I want to take this time to thank the Phoenix Police Department for all of the men and women that go out each day, risk their lives for us. We're here to help support them and just want the department to know we really do care.
Ladies and gentlemen, here to present the next award category, the Police Shield, please welcome Executive Assistant Chief Derek Elmore.
Good evening, and thank you. The Police Shield is awarded to employees who, during the performance of their police function, sustained significant injury and whose treatment requires prolonged medical attention. Those awarded the medal are considered to be selfless heroes who endured traumatic injuries and, in most cases, weeks, months, and sometimes years of treatment, physical therapy, as well as the mental and emotional impact that it has in their lives. All of this is shared with their families and loved ones. Their service goes far beyond the end of their shift, and they carry with them the sacrifices that they made for our community. It is our duty and honor to recognize them. Please welcome our first honoree, Officer Morgan Bullis.
On the morning of March 24th, 2023, Officer Bullis was responding to a hit-and-run collision in the area of 9th Avenue and Rozier Road. The caller gave a description of a suspect who had crashed into a wall. As Morgan arrived in the area, she spotted a subject matching the description walking along 11th Avenue. She was turning her patrol car around to contact him when the suspect raised a rifle and began firing at her vehicle. The suspect continued advancing on her and firing multiple rounds from just outside her driver's side door. Morgan was struck by gunfire and sustained injuries to her hip and face. Showing great determination and will, Morgan was able to drive out of the area and radio for help. Officers Crystal Garcia and Colton Puchalski arrived and immediately began providing first aid, which included applying a tourniquet to Morgan's leg. Despite serious injury, Morgan continued to give updated information over the radio. Phoenix Fire arrived to transport her to the hospital, and from the back of the ambulance, Morgan advised of known locations with security cameras in the area based on past experiences in the neighborhood. Morgan displayed true grit and commendable effort in spite of surviving an ambush and serious injury. Her updates allowed police to eventually identify, locate, and arrest her attacker, who was a known gang member and career felon. Her actions are in keeping with the highest standards and traditions of the Phoenix Police Department. For serious injuries sustained in the performance of her official duty, Officer Morgan Bullis is hereby awarded the Police Shield. Congratulations.
Now help me welcome Detective Derek Minton to the stage. Just 4 days after Officer Morgan Bullis was ambushed on the evening of March 28th of last year, Detective Derek Minton with the Transit Unit was assisting the 61 X-Ray Neighborhood Enforcement Team with plainclothes surveillance of a suspected fentanyl dealer who was selling pills at a bus stop near 19th Avenue and Dunlap. Police moving to make the arrest, and the suspect resisted by trying to flee. While assisting in the arrest, Detective Minton fell and broke his left wrist on the curb. Pushing through the pain, he ensured the suspect was fully in custody before attending to his injury. And after being transported to the hospital, it was clear to the attending physician that Detective Minton's injury was devastating and required surgery and months of follow-up. But despite enduring physical pain and several months of rehabilitation, Detective Minton displayed unwavering commitment to returning to serve the community. His sacrifice and determination in the face of adversity are the true reflection of his dedication to upholding the principles of law enforcement. For serious injuries sustained during the performance of official duties, Detective Derek Minton is hereby awarded the Police Shield.
Great job, Derek. Now, please welcome the president of the Phoenix Police Foundation, Mr. Tim Thomas.
Good evening, everyone. It is my honor to be here with you tonight as we come together to celebrate the incredible accomplishments of the Phoenix Police Department employees and recognize their continued commitment to excellent service and community safety. First, I want to extend my congratulations to all the award recipients tonight. Your dedication, bravery, and daily sacrifices are what make the Phoenix Police Department so great. The Phoenix Police Department plays an important role in supporting both our department and our community, and I'd like to highlight just a few examples of how we're making a difference together. In the last 5 years, the foundation has raised more than $5 million to support programming and grant requests for the department. This year, we finished a capital campaign for the Victim Center, a great example of a private-public partnership with the city, which resulted in a $1 million renovation of the Victim Center, providing a more dignified space for victims of sexual assault and domestic violence. We continue to fund youth programming like the Phoenix Police Department Cadet Program and PAL Elite Basketball. And with a grant from Quick Trip, we were able to purchase 15 mobile fingerprint readers for patrol officers that really can save them hours of time versus having to take a suspect back to a precinct to fingerprint. On September 3rd, Officers Zane Coolidge and Matt Haney were met by evil, and both were shot in the line of duty. When Zane passed, the foundation and others like Plea and Plea Charities came together to support Kristen and his daughter Emma, knowing that we were going to take care of them. In February of next year, we will hold our 5th annual Honor Run here in downtown Phoenix. Proceeds from the run will help send Zane and Matt's squad back to Washington, D.C. for Police Week, when Zane's name will be added to the National Memorial Wall. The foundation is also in the early stages of a campaign to construct a memorial wall for the Phoenix Police Department that will stand in the lobby of the new police headquarters. These examples are snapshots of the way the Phoenix Police Foundation contributes to making our department and our community stronger and safer. To all of you here tonight, thank you for your unwavering support. Together, we are making an impact. Congratulations again to all of tonight's honorees, and thank you for all that you do. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Before we continue, many of you know this, but for those that don't, I want to sincerely thank Tim Thomas and the Phoenix Police Foundation. They truly do an amazing job of supporting us financially and emotionally, and they keep your loved ones safe by getting us the tools that we need that sometimes are difficult to obtain. So their support financially and emotionally, like I said, has been tremendous. So thank you, Tim. You are awesome, and your foundation is awesome. So another round of applause, please.
Now here to present our next award category, the Police Chief's Unit Award. Please welcome Assistant Chief Nicholas DiPoncio.
Thank you and good evening. The Police Chief's Unit Award is presented for the successful completion of a predetermined police-related act or continuing effort by a group of employees working for a common objective. This year, we are recognizing the transit unit. Their priority is the safety and security of our light rail trains and stations, buses and bus stops, and many other sites dedicated to keeping our city moving. They do so with courtesy and professionalism and exemplify the values and mission of our department. Please welcome to the stage this year's honorees receiving the Police Chief's Unit Award.
Lieutenant Mark Schweiker, Sergeant Patrick Garcia, Sergeant Donald Maloney, Sergeant David McCorkle, Sergeant Michael Milhausen, Sergeant Chelsea Rios, Sergeant Timothy Wheeler, Detective Kent Barnes, Detective Renee Beltran, Officer Joseph Congueiro, Detective Ryan Cornelius, Detective Mauricio Figueroa Salazar, Detective Nicholas Guillonette, Detective Peter Jacks, Detective Patrick Justice, Detective Derek Minton, Retired Officer Mark O'Connell, Detective Santino Celzo, Officer Mikhail Tomek, Detective Glenn Yoder, Retired Police Assistant Abdelgadir Ahmed, Police Assistant Jose Alvarado, Administrative Assistant Tina Ayala, Police Assistant Matthew Brandt, Police Assistant Brendan Bryce, Police Assistant Claudia Campos, Police Assistant Kenya Carrillo Moreno, Police Assistant Timothy Dropic, Police Assistant Norman Easton, Police Assistant Ramel Estibaya, Police Assistant Kenneth Gukia, Police Assistant Richard Harris, Police Assistant James Head, Police Assistant Chris Hutchison, Police Assistant Thanae Kesgamal, Police Assistant Jeffrey Lee, Police Assistant Alexa Mayorkin, Police Assistant Aaron Milburn, Police Assistant Matthew Paulus, Police Assistant Daniel Peralta, Police Assistant Matthew Riggs, Police Assistant Angel Salazar, Police Assistant Richard Southard, Police Assistant Maverick Torres, Police Assistant Veronica Vasquez, Police Assistant Roman Vase, Police Assistant Michael West, Police Assistant Cheyenne Westfall.
In July 2019, the Transit Unit began piloting a civilian investigator program to investigate transit-related crimes which did not meet the police department's solvability matrix criteria. In January 2021, the Transit Unit began carrying cases of all transit-related crimes in collaboration with the Violent Crimes Bureau and Property Crimes Bureaus. Since the program began, the civilian investigator apprentices have created 346 crime bulletins, which 169 have been cleared by arrest. This is the most successful crime bulletin program for the City of Phoenix Police Department. In 2022, the Transit Unit developed the program by becoming a case-carrying investigative detail. Officers in the unit assumed the title of detective, and 2 police assistants became the sole case managers in the unit. Between July 25th and August 25th of 2022, the unit targeted crime drivers in high-crime areas. During this time, the squad achieved outstanding statistics, including 150 arrests involving 212 felony charges.
By the end of 2022, the Transit Unit was carrying 137 violent and property crimes. 133 of those cases have been cleared by arrest. This equates to a 97% clearance rate. The unit is also carrying 123 in-custody drug offense cases generated as a result of transit detectives investigating activities. The Transit Unit's innovation and efficiency have made a tremendous impact on the neighborhoods of Phoenix, leading to the multiple letters of thanks from community leaders. Congratulations to the Transit Unit. They are hereby awarded the Police Chief's Unit Award for 2023. Thank you. Congratulations.
Now let's please welcome the recipient of our next award, the Supervisor of the Year, Sergeant Aaron Rodriguez. During 2023, Sergeant Aaron Rodriguez supervised 2 details within the Family's Investigation Bureau, the Sex Offender Notification Unit and the Cold Case Unit. In that last year, the Sex Offender Notification Unit faced a staffing challenge, as most of the department had. They lost half of their sworn officers, while state-mandated notifications continually increased their workload. Sergeant Rodriguez identified a solution to help the volume of work in the form of a civilian investigators. They now oversee the notification and review processes, while sworn detectives investigate felony violations. This remaining of labor has led to a faster creation and distribution of registration flyers and greatly increased the number of criminal charges being filed. No doubt, the community is safer and the team is more efficient due to his inspired efforts. Sergeant Rodriguez has also supervised numerous cold case criminal investigations. Advancing DNA and genealogy screening has led to new charges in nearly 20 serial cold cases involving sexual assault. This closure is long overdue for these victims and their loved ones. Sergeant Rodriguez is recognized for his outstanding service and exemplary leadership. His professionalism and talents reflect the highest standards and traditions of the Phoenix Police Department. Sergeant Aaron Rodriguez is hereby awarded Supervisor of the Year Award for 2023. Congratulations.
Good evening. Hello, everyone at Phoenix PD. Gary Sinise here. I just wanted to send my best wishes for a very, very successful awards dinner tonight and to let you know how much you're appreciated. We can never do enough, as far as I'm concerned, for the men and women who serve and protect. And you should know that you're in my heart. My foundation is here. We have a very vigorous first responder outreach program that's helping police departments and fire departments, emergency personnel all over the country. And we are sending our best to you tonight for a very successful awards dinner. God bless you. God bless the men and women who serve there in Phoenix PD. Next time in town, I hope I can come by. God bless you. Have a great night.
In case you guys got that, there is no dinner. So he said thank you for the dinner. There is no dinner. Real quick on the Supervisor of the Year award, Aaron Rodriguez is an outstanding supervisor. I had the pleasure of personally supervising him, and he is outstanding. He is also on the lieutenant's list. So if tonight you guys want to give out some couple prayers for him, make sure he gets promoted. I'm sure he'll appreciate that. So good job, Aaron. Okay, the highest recognition given to any Phoenix police officer is the Medal of Honor. This honor is reserved for officers who have lost their lives in the official line of duty. This medal is traditionally awarded to the employee's surviving family. This year, we wish to honor those gone before us with a video tribute.
What an amazing and heartwarming tribute. I want to thank you for inviting me tonight. Thank you, Chief De Castro. For me, being on news right now, reading the stories of everybody, my throat just goes small, you know. You never get used to sad news. You never get used to reporting deaths. So I take the opportunity to thank you in person for all the sacrifices the officers do, the detectives. Thank you for making a difference in our communities. Thank you to the families, to the parents, to the spouses, to the children, to everybody, the loved ones that support you every single day to go out and protect every one of us. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thanks, Eddie. And although this profession is inherently dangerous, as we've seen from the video tribute, it's always a great time to come to ceremonies like this where we can celebrate the positive that your loved ones are contributing to society. So thank you all. This is going to conclude the tonight's celebration. We'd like to thank the Phoenix Police Foundation for helping make this possible. Thank you for our city leaders and speakers. And thank you very much to the Public Affairs Bureau, Office of Administration, and all the police employees who worked diligently to put this ceremony together. This was not easy, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief De Castro. Thank you so much, and thank you every one of you that are here tonight with us. A special thanks also for tonight's heroes. We are truly proud of who you are and proud of what you do. This is possible thanks to your hard work. So thank you all, and good evening, everybody.
Before we go, can everybody please just give a huge round of applause for Heidi. She was very nervous, and she did an outstanding job with everything she did.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Congratulations to all the awardees. Be proud, continue going out there, doing good work, and be safe out there. Watch each other's backs. Thank you very much, and have a great night.
God bless.